naivete on the great American ride. The months and years slide past, each more quickly than the last. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see 100 years ain't what it used to be. Oh, got it!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Johnny Height. Oh, yeah.
He did the guitar face.
Ibuprofen's under buy again in my online shopping cart. Every week I learn of something else I should be doing for my heart. If I use the wrong pillow, I might have trouble getting out of bed. My hair grows in my ears and nose now more than on my head. As a kid, to me, ancient history was something like World War I. But I arrived close to that time than this year as I sing this song. And I'm starting to find I can wrap my mind around life is brief and dear. I can hardly believe my baby girl's turned 26 this year.
Whoa.
For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see everybody. 100 years ain't what it used to be. Before you know it, you're 63, making plans for Medicare A and B. You look around yourself and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be.
Consultant.
Look at the time.
We are rolling money.
Josh Arnold, Investment Consultant, brings you Garage Logic episode number 1826, August 7th, 2026. 98 degrees, the record high that occurred in 2001. And it was as chilly as 45 degrees on this day in 1972. Call Josh Arnold at 952-925-5608 and have a chat, a free 48-minute consultation.
Hail the flashlight king.
And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Heidt in the newsroom, and of course, the Rookie. Here is your flashlight king, fireworks commissioner, and the keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Souchere.
My affection for elements is apparently... Elements?
What is that?
My affection for elephants
Oh.
is apparently well known because I got a wonderful note from Sarah in Fargo, North Dakota. And she sent me just the loveliest thing you've ever seen. It's a group of elephants with a child elephant among them.
Okay.
A guy is in a field, and he sits down on an overturned bucket, it looks like, and he starts playing the guitar and singing. And these elephants come up and stand around him and sway their trunks.
Wow. I
It
have
is.
seen this.
Is this it? And I asked Reeves if he could post it.
I will put this on the GL Facebook page.
And now the elephants hear this. They walk up to him, including the baby, and they're doing this. It is just so
I
cool.
have seen it. I've never seen it before, but that is really cool.
It's
I
kind
love
of
me a good elephant.
Sixpence
it's
None
a
the Richer
internet
song.
fad right now. They're doing it with cows and horses and you
Well,
name it.
I didn't want you to ruin my excitement. I'm terribly thrilled at
cats,
this.
It's
puppy
not
dogs,
AI either. This is the real deal.
camels,
Yeah.
alligators,
Okay.
honey badgers.
Well, anyway, folks, you can go on our
They're in the
website.
Mosh pit. No, the Facebook page. The GL Facebook page.
Okay. Would you do that then?
I can also add it to the show links at
And
the
you
end
can
of the
see it.
program.
It's just thank you, Sarah. It was
But I'm putting it on Facebook because it's a Facebook link, so you will need a Facebook account.
Swing and a miss, Sarah. Swing and a miss.
No, Sarah, it was a home run. All right.
She knows I'm kidding.
It's a grand slam.
Sarah.
We used to hear more frequently from Julia, the teacher. She was homeschooling kids and
Yeah.
a great fan of the show. And she now weighs in. She and the husband are in Norway. And she sent a picture, beautiful picture. But she also is wanting us to know that she's wearing only GL clothing in Norway. And so
Nice.
we could end up being number one in Norway.
I wonder if she's been approached yet.
She has.
Okay. By a lot of people?
I think thousands.
Okay. Good. Well, then we're well on our way to number
Pretty
one.
sure it's
I'm
thousands.
pretty sure it's
Norway.
thousands. And I also want you to know, and Clark informed me of this, as much as I like me a good elephant,
Yeah.
I like me a good lighthouse. I love
Ooh,
lighthouse.
I wonder what you like more, because you like both of them.
Well, it's National Lighthouse Day.
Didn't know that. What are they doing at Split Rock?
I'm sure they'll have the light on or something. And and Clark sent a picture of the GL lighthouse. It doesn't show
Oh, yeah.
up on
Looks
the,
good. Wow, look at that light.
Oh boy.
What's this? Happy National Lighthouse Day
Matthew, I love you.
from a fellow
yeah,
citizen
course
of
you do.
Gumption County. Keep the light and the flashlight shining. Hail the flashlight king.
Hail you!
And I have UFO information. There must be a new, maybe there was a stirring of releasing some Epstein files or something, because Trump has released a lot of new UFO material.
Okay.
And it's undeniable, folks.
This is the real deal.
They out there. They're out there. A 500-foot triangle over a U.S. Army base. Silent. A triangle over the base.
Okay.
Boom. And it's in the Daily Mail, so this has to be true.
Absolutely.
The Trump administration released a fresh batch of UFO files today. Again, there must be something stirring about Epstein, exposing dozens of reports and videos previously hidden from the public. The fifth tranche, that must be what? The release? What's tranche mean? Tranche.
Right? Doesn't it mean like batch?
I guess. The fifth tranche includes chilling accounts of an enormous triangular craft, mysterious high-speed orbs.
A division or portion of a pool or hole.
Thank you.
WHOLE.
Thank you.
Yeah.
High-speed orbs and even a metal sphere allegedly carrying a human body.
Oh.
Wow. Come on, people. Among the most extraordinary reports is a military pilot's account of a silent... Come on, Joe, you can turn the page. By the way, you guys would be so proud of me. I've told you before, I've had printing problems, a variety of different printing problems.
Yes.
And I would never print anything from the Daily Mail at home because it was always 54 pages long.
Yeah, they go with their sponsors.
But then I looked on my printer when I hit print. A sheet, a screen comes up offering you this variety of options.
Right.
And said you can print pages. What do you want to do?
Right.
Well, I can print page 1 to 5.
This is a brand new feature.
That.
This was just invented 2 days ago.
You still using dial-up?
It's a brand new
You still
feature.
got dial-up?
Okay. But that was an aside. I just thought maybe you'd be proud of me that I discovered that, and now I use it. I can print anything as long as I see that. How many pages
What do you want?
want
Which
to print?
page do you want?
Well, it's fantastic.
I'm happy for you.
And it works. I
Revelation.
still have to plug and unplug my printer before every print job. I don't know what's wrong with that.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Where was I? Among the most extraordinary reports is a military pilot's account of a silent 500-foot triangular object that swept over Bagram Airfield, a U.S.-operated base in Afghanistan, in 2002. Bagram. The witness said it then abruptly rolled 90 degrees onto its left side while veering right, the opposite direction in which a conventional aircraft would normally bank, before quickly returning to level flight. The pilot told agents he was stargazing with a colleague at approximately 4:30 a.m. when the stars suddenly began disappearing above them. It appeared as if something huge went overhead, the FBI interview summary states. The pilot described the object as an equilateral triangle that moves silently across the sky at a steady speed and altitude despite displaying no visible lights. Wow. Another file recounts claims that a large metal sphere crashed into the center of Brazil's Rio de Janeiro in 1963, gouging a 13-foot deep hole. The mysterious object reportedly had window-shaped openings covered with thick glass and contained a human body dressed in heavy clothing bearing inscriptions that could not be deciphered. I already have a question. Why would you presume that was a human body?
True.
Good point.
Why wouldn't it have been a possibly an extraterrestrial?
Right. We don't know what they look
form.
like.
We don't know, do we?
Right.
But any minute now, some Epstein stuff might be coming out because this is all they released in this tranche.
I contend that they're doing it in small batches like this to control the mass hysteria that's going to happen when we find out that organized religion has been a sham since the get-go. And I have a question for you as far as...
Just a moment.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
But I have a very important question for you.
Well, to your first point, releasing it in small batches, that does work as a strategy because we just read two accounts that would be terribly horrifying, and yet they have no impact on us because
Right.
they're isolated. And one was in 1963, and
Yep.
the other was over in Afghanistan, and we'll
Yep.
go about our business. We
Yep.
don't care.
Yep.
As to the folly of you suggesting that religion is a sham, I highly contest that. And
Well, I was brought up in the church, and I'm not saying I'm a disbeliever. I just think that is what's going to they're going to ease us into the
I'm trying not to
thing.
think about that part.
Okay, my question for you, as far as mass hysteria goes,
Yes.
would you prefer, I wrote it down, truth about, are they called UAPs, UFOs?
Yes. Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Would you prefer that or the Yellowstone explosion or Putin invading NATO countries? Because any of those are going to cause mass hysteria. What's your choice?
The first one.
Another question for you.
The release of all of this, it personally wouldn't bother me.
Another question
I can see
for you.
where it would bother people who are supposed to understand that a left turn signal on a Mini Cooper is the British flag.
Okay, you got a good line in. In order to keep the show moving,
Got a good line.
if you were homeless, where would you
when
prefer
did
to
this
live?
turn into a test here,
Right, yeah.
Captain Kangaroo?
If you were homeless, where would you prefer to live?
Well, I could live anywhere in the summer, but in the winter, I would make sure I was in Tampa or Fort Lauderdale or
San Diego.
Miami.
San
What
Diego.
if you
San
were
Diego.
What if you were hopelessly addicted to fentanyl?
Well, we were talking before the show about the closing of the Pig's Eye encampment in St. Paul, and all it means is those drug addicts will move to another
Right.
so-called homeless encampment. They're not homeless encampments, they're drug addict encampments. True homeless people are still trying to make their life work. They might sleep in their car, they have a job.
You know,
I'm sorry, are you talking about the unhoused?
Yeah, unhouse
Yeah,
my
the
ass.
unhoused.
They're
Yeah.
drug addicts. There's a bed for every drug addict in this town, and they won't take advantage of that because they would have to follow the rules of the establishment, and they couldn't use drugs. So these crocodile tears that are being shed for these people who now have to move to some other so-called encampment, yes, it's a tough way to live, but don't kid yourself. They're not homeless. They're drug addicts who need to keep taking the drugs, and they don't want to take advantage of a shelter because then they wouldn't be able to use the drugs.
to me, and this is just my opinion, the protesters that are protesting on behalf of the drug addicts, they're the greatest enablers we have right now.
Yeah.
They are the equivalent of, here, just do one more pill, just shoot, find one more vein, smoke one more, drink one more. All they're doing is encouraging these people to stay addicted. They're not doing anything to help them.
They are homeless activists, and they fit in the sphere of Mysterian ideology, which would have you believe that everyone's the same and these people are no better or worse than anyone else. Okay. As far as human beings go, they had their chance too. They were born, they were not drug addicts. They might have had terrible situations that led them to drug use, but these are drug addicts. Homeless people don't want to be homeless. These
Right.
people don't want to be in a home. There's a distinction there. And so we were talking before, I said one of the benefits of being homeless is you can live anywhere you want. You're off the grid. But that really doesn't work because if you're a drug addict, you really don't have the energy or the wherewithal to move to Tampa. You're stuck right here. You got your drugs. You figured out how to get your drugs right here. You're not leaving. And you won't go to the Union Gospel Mission. You won't go to Christ Recovery Center. You won't go anywhere because you want to take the drugs. So don't give me your BS that this is some roughshod treatment of the homeless. B as in B, S as in S. These are druggies.
My
And
good-
God help them. They need help.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
refuse the help.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. My buddy Bob Davis is homeless. He's a nomad, travels around the country, sleeping where he wants, makes pretty good money, doing podcasts.
When he's not homeless, he's off the grid.
Yeah, he's a nomad. He's living it up.
Did he upgrade that ambulance yet?
Yeah, he has. He's in a new Unit 11.
And
Now-
I think it was off the air when one of you was asking, why was there so much advance notice
Yeah.
of the ending of the...
I don't...
I think I
explain
get
that
it.
to
Well,
me.
I'm going to take a shot at it.
Please.
I believe that it was the mayor's effort to have the discussion we just had. I believe she was saying, well, people get ready for this. They shouldn't be there doing their drugs. Let's all get ready for the idea that this has to be dispelled. This has to be dissipated. And so I'm giving you 3 weeks to think about it. She's also given the people there 3 weeks to decide if they want to get help or not. She was also deciding whether the people there could decide to go into a shelter. So that's my take on why there was advance notice.
Have you seen drone shots of, what do you call it, pig's eye?
I think that's what it's been called,
Pig's
hasn't
eye?
it? Yeah.
It looked to me, it resembled quite a bit the Buffalo Chip campground in Sturgis.
Yeah, it's trash.
You saw
It's
some
just-
similarities?
It's just trash. There's no hygiene. This is drug addiction. It is god awful. I feel terrible for the people who are addicted. There is help available. Takes a great commitment.
Well, we've solved a number of issues here already.
But
We're on a
don't give
roll.
me this BS housing unhoused activists. Go find a legitimate thing to be concerned about, or else steer those people to drug treatment somehow and help them. Other than that, you've got no leg to stand on.
Let them live in your spare bedroom.
Jeez Louise.
Well, the garage is
This
open,
ain't a
isn't it?
mystery.
Joe's is full already. There's no room at the inn.
He's got a garage.
Right. Well, got a nice floor, too.
Got a shed out back.
Right now, you can get $250 off your purchase from Installed Building Solutions should you choose to contact Installed Building Solutions for the installation of a durable polyurea garage floor in your cylinder vault there. This is the latest technology, multiple colors. Most floors are installed in just one day. You can get your garage back quickly, but the best part, as you know, about these floors is how easy they are to clean and how tough they are. And also, Installed Building Solutions is offering melamine cabinets and overhead storage solutions. They're fully customizable. Installed Building Solutions will assess your space and help you find the perfect storage solution. You can book an appointment at their Farmington showroom to see not only the polyurea floor colors and finishes, but also the custom garage storing options. We've made this entirely more simple than it used to be. All you have to do is go to garagelogic.com/IBS. garagelogic.com/IBS, or call Installed Building Solutions at 651-463-9333 and schedule a showroom appointment. Eddie, wait.
Too late.
I found it.
Here's a man who spends hours in hardware stores, sifting through the nuts and bolts of life. Joe Souchere.
North American Banking Company, investing in your success since 1998. And why is that? Well, that's because they believe in the Twin Cities. They believe in you, and they believe in your business, because that's what makes a great community thrive. And that's why they've done banking differently since then, because you know what? They are locally owned and operated at all of their 6 convenient Twin Cities locations, whether it's Roseville, 50th in France, Woodbury, Hastings, Shoreview, and also in Maple Grove. All of those decisions and all of that loan money stays right here in the Twin Cities. They do not sell those to out-of-state companies. That's right. So whether you're looking to buy a home, finance a new home renovation project, get a new car, or starting your own business, their experts make all of that so easy and also convenient. But you've got to see it for yourself. So check them out online today. It's nabankco.com to learn more. That's their website. It's banking done differently. North American Banking Company, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender. Joe?
The question as to whether Amy Klobuchar will visit us or not is still up in the air. There's been a lot of discussion about this. I'm now getting emails from people saying, please do not have her on.
Oh, why?
You will be too nice. You'll cave.
You have to be cordial when you have a guest on, regardless, even if you disagree.
I think it would be a terrible mistake to elect Amy Klobuchar as governor. And I'll tell you why. She's one of them. She's not one of us. Yes, she's a native Minnesotan. She has a wonderful history here. She is well-liked. But how are you going to keep them down on the farm once they've seen Georgetown? She's a
Nice reference.
She's a potentate of the third rail. She is a career-long life rail occupant. There's something new from the American experiment that is truly astonishing and helps to rest my case. I don't dislike Amy, but I just happen to feel that Minnesota needs a change, and she cannot possibly provide it.
Do you think that she's reluctant to come on based upon the track record of previous guests running for office?
That they lose?
If they come on the show?
I don't think that would be her reason for not coming on.
You don't think she watches it that closely?
I believe she will come on.
Okay.
You know what you should do to sweeten the pot is you should have Pillow Man on at the same time.
Yeah.
So ask him that when he's over for dinner next time.
Whoa, Matthew.
We learn this from today's American Experiment website. And thank God for the American Experiment being in our midst. At Farm Fest, Amy said the people of Minnesota were ripped off. This was wrong, and it should have been caught earlier. Now, I find this astonishing, but not surprising. Yet between January 20, 2022, the day the FBI raided Feeding Our Future, and December 31st, 2025, right before she launched her campaign for governor, Amy Klobuchar issued 1,085 press releases, and not one of them addressed the Minnesota fraud scandal. Not one. Her answer at Farm Fest echoes a similar sentiment she expressed in May of this year as quoted in an article from the Washington Examiner. You are right to be angry about the fraud, Klobuchar said during the St. Paul event. It is unacceptable and it must end. But she has never said a word as the most powerful political figure in Minnesota. You're just getting more of the same if you elect her. Why did Klobuchar never express her anger about the fraud before her gubernatorial campaign? In hindsight, she says the fraud should have been caught earlier, but her official voice was silent when it was happening. She has got to explain that. On January 20, 2022, the FBI raided numerous locations connecting to Feeding Our Future. I'm reading from the American Experiment piece. Certainly, she must have become aware of the fraud by this point. Did Klobuchar release a statement? She did not. What about on September 30, 2022, when the Department of Justice indicted Amy Bach and 46 others, making it the largest fraud indictment in Minnesota history? Did she release a statement? She did not. What happened to the people of Minnesota were ripped off? Did she not hold this opinion throughout 2022 to 2025? Or was she merely unaware of the fraud during this period? That's not plausible. She was highly aware. Federal money was being used to fund the Feeding Our Future program, and Klobuchar, as our representative of the federal government, either didn't care enough to put out a statement or was completely ignorant. She could not possibly have been ignorant.
Yeah, I don't think it's either. I think it was by design.
Either way, it doesn't look so great. What about you are right to be angry about the fraud? Was she angry about the fraud throughout 2022 to 2025? If so, why didn't she issue a single press release? In the same answer to the Farm Fest question, Klobuchar claims she was the one who recommended that U.S. Attorney Andrew Luger, the prosecutor, who exposed the fraud as an apparent way to showcase the effort she put into stopping fraud. No, she didn't. Joe Biden announced Lugar's nomination November 12th, 2021, well before January 2022, well before the January 2022 FBI raids. This means her recommendation had nothing to do with the fraud, and yet this is the achievement she brings up in a question about stopping fraud. She says she turned Lugar onto it. No, she did not. So what exactly was Klobuchar issuing press releases on during 2022 to 2025? If there isn't a single one on fraud, there must have been other pressing issues that took precedence, as she has only gotten around to talking about fraud in her gubernatorial campaign. Below is a side-by-side of some of the significant dates in the Feeding Our Future scandal and what Klobuchar was releasing around the same time. I'll read a few of them.
Okay.
January 20, 2022, FBI raids numerous locations connected to Feeding Our Future. January 20, 2022, from Klobuchar's office. She went on Rachel Maddow to talk about voting rights. January 21, she called for protected status for immigrants from El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. February 25th, 2022, Feeding Our Future begins to dissolve as an organization. February 25th, 2022, from Klobuchar. She commended Biden for nominating what could be the first black woman to the Supreme Court. September 20, 2022, DOJ indicts Amy Bach and 46 others, largest fraud indictment in Minnesota history at the time. September 20, 2022. September 21st, the day after that indictment, Klobuchar released a statement on resuming full immigrant visa services in Havana. March 13th, 2023, 10 more defendants were charged and bringing the total number of people charged to 60. March 14th, 2023, Klobuchar introduces legislation to make E15 gasoline. February 5th, 2024, another 10 defendants were charged, now bringing the number to 70. February 5th, 2024, same day, Klobuchar released a statement on bipartisan border security and foreign aid. Afghans who sought refuge in the U.S. to apply for permanent legal residency.
I found one with fraud in it.
Just a minute. June 13th,
excited.
2024. Office of the Legislative Auditor released a report on MDA oversight, concluding inadequate oversight created opportunities for fraud. 3 days after February 8th, June 13th. Klobuchar,
No, you skipped the most important one.
Feb 8?
Yeah, read it. Fraud, Joe, fraud.
3 days after the initial charges, Klobuchar released a statement declaring AI-generated voices and robocalls illegal. She calls the people using She calls the people using AI robocalls fraudsters and scammers. attributing to them fraudulent use of AI, yet still no mention of all the other fraud happening at her own state.
She's working for us, Joe.
You had me there,
the
Kenny.
people.
God bless it. March 19th, 2025, Amy Bach and Salim Saeed were found guilty on multiple federal charges, 7 charges and 21 charges, respectively. March 19th, 2025, Klobuchar, among others, called on Trump to reverse the illegal firing of the FTC commissioners. August 6, 2025, Abdulaziz Shafi Farah was sentenced to 28 years in federal prison, one of the harshest sentences imposed in the case at the time. August 7th, a day later, 2025, Klobuchar introduced legislation to support permanent legal residency for Afghans who came on a temporary humanitarian parole status.
Question for you.
This is incredible documentation, people.
Yeah.
This woman should not be the governor of Minnesota.
Any of the press releases that you read from Amy, were any of those groundbreaking with exciting or really important news?
No.
No, it was all fluff and nonsense.
It seems to me that if you just, and that's not fair to base your career on just this one column of press releases, but it certainly is fair to compare them against one column of same-day fraud releases. But if you look at this one column of her press releases, she seems to have carved out a real comfortable career in which she never places herself in danger. She never places herself in controversy.
Pretty smart, isn't it? Pretty savvy, cunning.
But to my way of thinking, she certainly would not have placed herself in, well, maybe. Do you think
with the party?
With the party in Minnesota,
Yep,
she could have placed herself in danger or suspicion? My God, you're telling the truth, Amy? We can't have that. I remember a specific Amy Klobuchar episode that we had on the show. Are you reading my mind yet?
I'm trying
Do you recall when motorcycle dealers could not sell dirt bikes to children because it was thought that they would chew on the battery terminals and then die of lead poisoning?
Yes.
And we were hard pressed to find anybody who would eat a battery. And we did have Amy on, and she did some work about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, but look, that's the kind of work she's done her whole career. That's pretty safe work. I think we're all in agreement that no kid would eat a battery terminal.
I don't want any kid to eat lead,
Yeah, so that got straightened away, and pretty soon the dealers were able to unload their inventory that was stacking up on them because of some sort of EPA nonsense. But Amy, how could you possibly change this state? You'd never acknowledge the fraud. Never. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Robocalls were an AI. Those are fraudsters.
Fraudsters, yeah.
Amy, come on, girl.
What I'm seeing here, and I have to assume that she thinks her status with the party is more important than her status with the voters, with Minnesotans.
Perhaps,
that's what I'm seeing.
Perhaps, but what an astonishing revelation.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew she was silent. I didn't know it was a full blackout. God almighty. The American Experiment does great work in our midst. And who wrote this for the American? Who did this?
That guy, I don't know, Alex Watsky. Watsky, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But holy mackerel, because you're not going to get this in the Star Tribune. You're not going to get it in the Pioneer Press.
Oh, hell, he's an intern, Joe. Not bad reporting for an intern. That's a lot of footwork.
This is the kind of thing that in the old days when newspapers functioned, Amy would have been revealed for what she is a long time ago. But she is held in high esteem. She's one of us. No, she's not. She's one of them. She's a permanent third-rail careerist. And you ain't going to keep her worried about fraud once she's hung out in Georgetown that long. This is just amazing. This is truly amazing.
She's the next governor of this state.
Well, that shouldn't happen. But the people in this state, I don't trust the people in this state to wake up to the fact that she's part of the problem. I just don't trust the Minnesotans. They're not keyed into this. I don't know how you could not be. It's cost us a fortune. Do you see Amy coming in here and reducing taxes? And I don't. I see Amy coming in here and carrying on the status quo.
Cutting staffing at government
Do you
offices.
see her cutting staffing? No. The state, she is without a doubt the godmother of Minnesota politics. She is the leading, what's the word I want? The leading voice representing Minnesota in this nation. And she never once said a word about fraud.
The one thing we haven't brought up, at least not today, where does she stand in her leadership within the party with Democratic Socialists? Will she be the one to embrace that and bring it to the forefront more, or will she shut it down once and for all? And I think we saw part of the answer at the nominating convention when she got really angry and threatened to walk out when they were giving a voice to that socialist nut job. I forget her name. What is she going to do?
If we're right to hold the suspicion that Amy has been a go-along to get along senator, not really involving herself in anything that would cause her a backlash about anything, I would predict that she might personally frown on the DSA, but she would go along with them if she thought it would benefit her.
That is a grim answer.
Yeah.
What do you think her response to that would be?
I don't know. I wish she'd come in and I'll ask her.
We'll try it.
Do you think the last 5 minutes helped that cause?
I don't think it hurt it, Chris. I don't think it does.
Amy should not be. If Amy is far more powerful than I am, if she can't handle me, I'll probably end up caving anyway and saying, "Oh, Amy,
Can I get your autograph?"
Like that lawyer that always calls and shuts you
Reusse.
down. Yeah, Reusse.
Hey,
Hey,
Amy.
Reusse did me a solid the other day.
Oh.
The
legal trouble?
No, the boat conked out on us, and I called him, and he came and picked us
It was
up.
him?
Yes.
Nice.
No, he's a hell of a guy. Just don't get into an argument with him. 'Cause
No,
he'll win.
no. I'm afraid of him.
He's a hell of a guy. Where were we? Oh, Amy. No, Amy should come in. She can handle me. She can answer these questions. She owes it to the people of Minnesota. You don't get to become governor, Amy, just because you think you deserve it. You got to earn it. You got to convince us why you're going to be different.
You are the least of her problems.
I am. I'm the least of her
You
problems.
sound pretty tough there, Joe, but I'm hearing, Amy, do you remember that time
No,
with
that's not gonna happen.
the motorcycles and the dirt
What kind of
bikes?
cookies do you make?
But the advantage that someone like Amy already has, just simply running with the D attached to her last name on the ticket, gives her a distinct advantage over everybody
Oh, he's so
else.
right. There's so many people that do not follow politics at all that are automatically already voting for her.
Of course there are. She's a well-known name.
Yep.
My God, she hasn't missed a hot dog or a parade in 20 years.
She won their vote when she was riding a bicycle around the state with her dad.
Yeah. But she shouldn't be the governor because she shows us no signs of having any tough discipline to reform what's happened in this state, which is corroborated by 3 years of the very height of fraud tearing this state apart, and she never said peep. That's amazing.
That's a pretty nice pass.
We're putting it all on your shoulders, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you.
I trust you. You'll do it.
Atlas will carry it for
We'll
you.
get it happen.
Atlas will carry
Make it
for you.
happen. And don't let her give you any more delays. November will be here before you know it. Let's go here, Amy.
Matthew,
Get in here.
You're that hooplehead pushing the rock up the mountain. every
Amy,
day.
do you know how many
That's
people
you.
in the state of Minnesota listen to this show? It's more than you might imagine, Amy. This is not a niche audience.
Are you practicing or pretending? She's
No,
here?
I'm sending word to her people.
Okay.
These are people you need to talk to, Amy. We're talking a very handsome listenership. I'm not going to give the numbers because that would be untoward of me.
No, it'd be very braggadocious.
Self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer is here. Get your garage work done now. I already told you about floors. I want to tell you about the best door people in the business, Precision Garage Door. If you need a new door, a designer comes out, shows you the models they have for every budget, and bing, bang, boom, the next thing you know, you have more than a door. You've increased the value of your home, you've saved energy during every season, and you can provide better security. If you like your current door, but she's acting up and making weird noises, you can just book a $79 safe and sound package. Then a 25-point safety inspection and lube that baby up and get it ready for winter. You don't want to do this kind of work, throwing that door open and exposing your whole property to 30 below days. Right now, by the way, on a new door, get a $400 trade-in credit for your old garage door. Book online at Precision Door, one word, precisiondoormn.com, or call 612-263-6985 to schedule your free on-site new door estimate or book a Precision Door safe and sound package. Here.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and he feels fine. Joe Souchere.
Hofferman Water and Connecticut are here for you to give your family worry-free water. And right now is a fantastic time to get on that schedule and have them come out for that free water analysis. You do that one of two ways, 612-895-2440, or you can also book your appointment online at hoffermanwater.com. Either way, you'll get on that schedule. They'll come out and they'll give you what's called a water score, free of charge. Then they'll give you recommendations on how they can upgrade the quality of your water, whether it's a brand new water softener, an iron, rust, and odor filtration system, or a brand new drinking water system. Or you know what? Just treat yourself and get all of them. Why not? You know what? You only live once. Have the best water known to man, courtesy of Hofferman Water and at Connecticut. Whether it's the showers, your cooking, your laundry, everything gets better with worry-free water from Hofferman Water and Connecticut. 612-895-2440 or visit hoffermanwater.com. Hofferman Water has been proudly serving the state of Minnesota for over 50 years. Do me a favor and mention they heard about them right here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Before we go to John, I believe I've just come upon the answer to my own question. How could it be that Amy issued 1,082, whatever, what's the number?
1,085.
1,085 press releases and never once mentioned fraud? The answer has been staring us in the face. We've talked about it. The country's so tribalized that if she were to rail against the fraud in the state of Minnesota, she would thought to be pro-Trump. That's how the party would look at her. The party would have backlashed and said, "Oh, you're a Trumper, huh?"
Wow.
That's how screwed up the country's become. You can't take things as they come.
Do I need to quote Kenny again?
Yeah.
She's more concerned with her status with the party than she is with her status with the voters.
The Democrats have painted themselves as, so anti-Trump. Boy, there's a lot of reasons to be. So anti-Trump that if they point out anything that puts them in the same sphere as Trump, they're afraid to. They're afraid to. Here's John Heidt in the newsroom.
Thanks, Joe. I was still thinking about that, and I think that's a very, very good point. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're following the news these days.
That's right.
I'm gonna release a book just simply called Kenny Quotes.
Okay, you tell us when that comes out. We'll have you on as a guest.
Kenny pretty much said the same thing, just in different words. So.
Right.
Does that make you feel better, Kenny?
Okay, Kenny.
Okay, Kenny.
All right. Enough of you.
This news is brought to you by North American Banking Company. Long story here. This is a good one because it's new KSTP Survey USA poll, and there's lots of things to glean from this. The survey, the poll shows the GOP race for governor is tightening between Mike Lindell and Lisa Demuth, while the DFL Senate primary race between Angie Craig and Peggy Flanagan remains neck and neck. Michelle Tafoya, on the other hand, appears to have run away with the GOP Senate race. Now, if you're not familiar, the primary election is next Tuesday, August 11th here in Minnesota. This is when all this will be decided. Lindell appeared to be pulling away in last month's poll. We talked about that. But now Demuth has narrowed the gap to 6 points while holding a key advantage among older voters who tend to turn out in better numbers at primary elections. Kendall Qualls, he's GOP endorsed, but he's gained some ground, only remains, though, a distant third. Notably, Lindell got 40% of the 18 to 34 age demographic support, while Demuth sits at 14%. However, only about one-third of that demographic says they'll definitely vote in the primary, compared to roughly half of the 65-plus age demo, where Demuth is doing quite well. She got 41% of her support, compared to Lindell at 28%. In June, four-term Congresswoman Angie Craig held a slim lead over Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan for the DFL primary for the U.S. Senate. They were dead even last month, and now Craig has regained just a slim lead. Well, Craig's overall margin is 2%, well within the margin of error. She does hold a significant edge among older voters. However, there is a large batch of voters here who say they still have not made up their mind.
Tafoya and Craig would be a very interesting, legitimate race. Tafoya and Flanagan is a no-brainer. Flanagan deserves to be nowhere near the state capitol. Nowhere near it. She's part of the fraud machinery.
Where's the adult with the Republican nomination to stand up and say, we cannot have Mike Lindell as our candidate?
It's getting better, or closer anyway.
It's getting closer.
Got a lot of support out there.
I get that, but if
they're screaming in our faces right now.
And if he, fine, but if he, ladies and gentlemen,
if you'd vote for Lindell, you think gas is $1.98 per gallon.
I don't get that. What? That doesn't.
Hasn't the president said there's some places where gas is $1.98 a gallon?
Oh, I don't know.
And
but
people
you
are
going,
now I'm confused.
Never mind.
If Mike Lindell is the candidate, Amy Klobuchar doesn't even need to campaign anymore. It's over. She's going to win by 70%.
Yep. And they don't see that.
I guess
they see a future with him as governor, and it's just not going to happen.
Then I don't know who they are. These Republicans making the backroom decisions, I don't know who they are.
No, I'm talking about voters. The voters.
Yeah, it's voters because the party, as we noticed,
even
the party is desperately trying to get rid of Lindell.
Yeah, they're trying to get
correct.
rid of him.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as you said, Michelle Tafoya, Joe, as far as the U.S. Senate Republican primary goes, she appears to have it wrapped up easily. She was already up 31 points over second place last month, and now she's up 48% overall, 35 points ahead of Reusse White with the GOP-endorsed candidate Adam Schwarz. The fella that the Republicans endorsed is at 5%. A significant chunk, 24%, remain undecided, but with Tafoya's lead, which is real strong among older voters who, as we said, tend to show up, she appears to have the primary locked up. The poll also showed most leaders' approval ratings continue to fall in Minnesota, starting with Governor Walz. Just 14 months ago, Walz's net approval rating was a plus 19. It's plummeted every poll this year, and now it's down to a negative 14. So
hey, Walsey, I still don't think you screwed up the water, okay?
A 33% drop, obviously, in the space of 14 months. Only 17% of respondents strongly approve of the governor's job, actually up 1 point from last month. 24% somewhat approve, 16% somewhat disapprove, and 39% strongly disapprove. President Trump, in June, Trump's approval rating fell to a new low of negative 24. After rebounding slightly last month, it's back down to negative 24. Only 18% of respondents strongly approve of the job the president's doing. 19% somewhat approve, 11% somewhat disapprove, and 50% strongly disapprove. Amy Klobuchar, who we've been talking about, her approval rating in June of 2025, a little more than a year ago, was plus 26. Now it's down to a plus 7. The trend is negative for the longtime senator. She still has an approval rating, though, of 21 points higher than Walz and 31 points higher than President Trump.
A rock has a higher approval rating than Walz.
Do you like rocks?
I do.
That's right. Back to that conversation.
And cows.
Yeah.
Attorney General Keith Ellison. After seeing declines in 3 straight polls, Ellison's approval rating kicked up a point this month.
What?
He is also still underwater at a negative 2 for an approval rating.
Okay.
Part of the fraud machinery.
Yep.
Flights departing Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport resumed late yesterday afternoon after an FAA Air Traffic Center equipment outage caused an afternoon ground stop for about 2 hours. Problem also caused some issue with arrivals, and the only limited flights were able to land. Flights from other Midwestern states headed to MSP. Parts of Iowa, Michigan, Kansas, Missouri, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin were diverted or held due to the equipment outage. Well, I thought maybe we'd get some inside airport scoop there, but
I can give you one.
There.
I can give you one.
I know somebody that was.
I had a young person flying back from Chicago who was supposed to leave Chicago at 2, and I think they finally left about 5:30.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
That's a delay.
It's some real suffering there, my friend.
Well, it's first world suffering.
Yeah.
Yes.
They might as well got in a car.
There were delays, but it wasn't anything that really.
Did Walz do it? Did he get on his laptop and screw up the radar?
Yes, he was seen at the airport, and he was unplugging the radar.
All right.
I keep telling you dummies this. It's China.
It's China. All right.
It's a test.
No, it's Iran.
Iran. They
It's
tested
Iran,
the
I'm
water.
sorry.
and
So
all that.
confused.
Now they're going on to the airport.
That's right.
A major federal fentanyl trafficking operation that brought nearly 30 kilograms of fentanyl pills into Minnesota has come to an end after the last of 6 defendants was sentenced this week. 38-year-old Amanda Jennifer Freeman of St. Paul sentenced to time served and 2 years of supervised release after court documents say she drove a shipment of fentanyl pills from Arizona to the Twin Cities on February 5th, 2024, and stored them at a rental property in St. Paul. The following day, law enforcement searched the residence and seized nearly 10 kilograms of fentanyl pills. Her sentencing wraps up the case against 6 co-defendants who received a combined total of 45 years in federal prison. According to investigators, the group had helped source, transport, store, and redistribute fentanyl pills from Arizona to Minnesota between September 2023 and March of 2024.
Somebody's got to get the pills here for the so-called homeless.
Why don't we take a quick break here and hear from Kenny Olson.
It's about time, John. I've been waiting for you to get to me. I've been waiting actually over 6 hours to tell you guys this. And this, let's just set the record straight right here and now. This isn't a humble brag. This is a boisterous, I'm better than all of you brag. I use Seafoam Deep Creep on a hinge on my dump box at 6:12 this morning. Beat that, cowboy hat. I did that because it was right there in my truck where I always keep it. Deep Creep, it goes deeper, it lasts longer, works better than any other product out there. I always keep a can in all the vehicles. You know I own 3 trucks, right? Well, there's a can of Deep Creep in all 3 of them. If you don't believe me, just try it for yourself, and you'll discover it's true, and you'll thank me later. Now, I can't brag about Seafoam Bugs Be Gone because I've learned over the last couple of years that GLers have found far more uses for Bugs Be Gone than I ever have. They're using it on anything organic, poop, bird poop, tree sap, grass stains, mold. It's safe on everything: paint, chrome, plastic, curtains, jeans, tablecloths, indoors, outdoors. But the bugs, boy, it's really fun watching those bugs slide down the window. Bugs Be Gone and Deep Creep. You'll find it everywhere fine automotive shop chemicals are sold. Or take the easy way out. Go to the Seafoam store on Amazon. Deep Creep and Bugs Be Gone. A couple of wonderful products from our friends at Seafoam. Gets rid of stains.
To my gals.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and he feels fine. Joe Souchere.
Oh, my God. Hey, you head to Sturgis? Well, then stock up on Harmony Spirits.
You been to Sturgis?
Hey, right off 90, huh? Down there in Harmony, Minnesota. Well, it's a little bit of a jaunt off 90. But anyway, stock up on Harmony Spirits as you head out west for that motorcycle rally in South Dakota. Why not? Or, better yet, you can purchase it online today at harmonyspirits.net and click the Buy Online tab. So many of you have been stopping in at the tasting room since we've had such glorious weather these last couple of weeks. And everyone at Harmony Spirits wanted me to thank all of you GLers for doing that very thing. And it's going to be another wonderful weekend. So stop in, say hi to Larry and Damon and the entire Harmony Spirits crew. They've got that rotating menu of craft cocktails at the tasting room. And you can also sample those wonderful 4-packs. The Blackberry Lemonade's wonderful. The Harmony with Gin, the Harmony drink with gin is also fantastic. And you know what? Please continue to go into your local liquor store and ask for the Harmony brand by name. But like I mentioned, say hi to Larry and Damon and tell them you heard it over here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Thanks, Chris. In national and international news, Senator Bill Cassidy said today he will vote to confirm Todd Blanche as Attorney General. That gives President Trump's embattled nominee a crucial vote after two other Senate Republicans announced their opposition. Cassidy's support appears to give Blanche the 50 votes he needs for confirmation, assuming no other Republicans defect. Senators Susan Collins of Maine and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska said this morning they will vote against Blanche, while Senator Mitch McConnell remains absent from the Senate. By the way, it was announced that Mitch is home from rehab.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, well,
Yes, because I saw a picture today. He was pictured with Yoda from the Star Wars trilogy. Right. So but Yoda doesn't lie.
Is he in the freezer downstairs?
he was in rehab, Kenny, and they took him home today, allegedly. We'll leave it at that. Cassidy had emerged as the pivotal vote after Murkowski announced this morning she would oppose Blanche, citing concerns about the politicization of the Justice Department and its handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Mr. McConnell, are you okay?
I am stuck in a pair of handcuffs.
No, he doesn't sound that articulate.
Whoa.
There are, Rook, the thing with the pictures, there are so many good ones online.
Oh, yeah.
Of
people
Mitch
are just, they're adding on, piling on.
Yep. Economic news this morning. The U.S. economy saw an unexpected decline in jobs during July, while the unemployment rate edged lower. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported in a snapshot that showed a slowing employment picture. Non-farm payrolls fell by a seasonally adjusted 23,000 for the month, compared with a downwardly revised 20,000 for June. The report comes with Federal Reserve policymakers split on where interest rates should head in an economy where the labor market had been improving from 2025, while inflation has remained well above the central bank's 2% target. In recent days, several Fed officials have spoken in favor of raising rates as soon as September if the pace of price increases doesn't ease. Following the jobs report, traders shifted their bets on when the Fed might raise interest rates. Odds for a move in September fell to 44%, but up to 58% for October. An appeals court has ruled that President Trump has to seek approval from Congress to build his proposed White House ballroom, saying construction must stop. U.S. Court of Appeals sided with historic preservationists who sued to stop construction. The court said it would stay its own ruling for 2 weeks to allow the administration to appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. Russia could attack a NATO country within weeks to test the alliance's resolve, that according to U.S. intelligence. U.S. officials think Russia might try to escalate tensions by mounting a small land incursion or launching cyber attacks across Eastern Europe any time from this autumn to 2029. All this according to reporting from the Wall Street Journal. The report marks a significant shift in U.S. intelligence assessments from their previous stance that Putin would not attack while still caught up in his war in Ukraine. Food and Drug Administration has approved the first mRNA flu vaccine for adults ages 50 to 64, expanding a Nobel Prize-winning technology first used to combat COVID-19. Unlike traditional vaccines, which take several months to develop, the mRNA vaccines can be produced in about 6 weeks and modified to match emerging flu strains. Developed by Moderna, mFlusiva uses the mRNA plug-and-play model in which genetic sequences for any virus or pathogen can be swapped into the vaccine.
John, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Well, I get a flu shot every year.
Yes, you do.
Is that the flu shot I'll be getting?
I think you probably can get either or at this point.
So
right?
if you get that one, is that also a COVID shot?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just a flu shot, but it's they can update it to other flus, which they do every year anyway. But this can do it faster. Apparently, that's the way I took this story.
All those years that you've been getting flu shots, have you ever got the flu?
Nope.
All those years that you've been getting the flu shot, I have not been getting the flu shot, and I also have never got the flu.
Well, you don't live near any humans.
You always have any.
You have no interaction with any other human being.
I try not to.
Yeah. Which one of the shots has the microchip in it? Is that just the...
That's the COVID one.
That's just the COVID one.
Chris representing my people now. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Influenza ranks as the 11th leading cause of death in the U.S., and over 300,000 deaths worldwide occur annually.
Whoa.
Annually. because of the flu.
That's how you got to get the shot.
I
You knew what
prefer
I
the
meant.
arm, John, if you don't mind.
You knew what I meant.
I'd like to plead the fifth.
Compared with other primates like chimpanzees and gorillas, humans have pretty big brains, right?
I think so, John.
New research says nearly 4 million years ago, a member of the earliest human species, who we often refer to as Lucy, had a brain that weighed 380 grams, the same as an adult chimpanzee today. However, the thing that emerged, the human it would be called, now has a brain worth about whopping 1,500 grams. How did all this happen, you're saying?
I'm wondering how that
Yeah, I
happened.
was wondering that.
Thank you. A lot of attention has been given to meat eating and the advent of cooking, which made meat far easier to chew and digest. Because animal proteins are calorie dense, the explanation goes, all of the excess energy from meat could be used to power our growing brains. But missing from the discussion all these years has been the importance of sugars and carbohydrates, says Jenny Brand Miller, lead author of an August 2026 paper in Science magazine, claiming that sugary fruits and honey provided between 20 and 35% of energy intake through most of human evolution. Most of that sugar came from fruits and vegetables. It's not the sugar we eat today, which is refined and doesn't do our brain any good.
I bet elephants have great big brains.
They're
You
pretty
love
smart.
Those
elephants,
walnut
man.
brains. This story reminds me, I am late with this, Matthew. I am supposed to thank you once again.
Please tell me why.
We had that roast beef crock pot nonsense
Mississippi pot
recipe of
roast?
yours last week. Oh, my God. Oh,
It's
so
foolproof.
good.
It's
It is.
foolproof.
He felt his brain getting bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
as
about
he
that?
ate.
Yeah,
wow.
right. I love that. What'd you pair it up with?
We
Mashed
don't need to
potatoes?
go into the whole thing.
Yeah, mashed taters. Yep.
And
For the first time ever, this is a big day in my house.
What?
She made, and I've been doing it for years. I do it wrong every time. She made homemade gravy. And
Wow.
she knocked it out of the park. It was so amazing.
How are the lumps? No? Okay.
we're talking about dinner. No.
Who'd eat gravy?
What?
Who'd
Oh,
eat
you don't
gravy?
like gravy.
I wouldn't
You
eat
are
gravy.
so weird.
Oh,
I walk
gravy.
around with a cup of gravy in my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to do that for Sunday.
Gravy?
Mississippi pot roast.
Yeah.
Mississippi pot roast.
Maybe
yeah.
why don't you wait till a cold day?
No.
You can't even, I mean, you stab it and it falls apart.
That's fork
Yeah.
tender.
It's so amazing.
You know, do you guys hate it as much as I do when people don't use blinkers?
Oh.
Yeah, especially when the arrow's pointing the wrong way.
Or they wait till the light turns green and then
they
turn them
their-
on.
That was my next sentence was, or they turn them on at the last minute when they turn. Well, that drives me nuts. And, you know, I wouldn't get violent over it. This seems a little excessive. An Idaho woman attacked another female in a Hobby Lobby parking lot, smashing her face into the victim's car repeatedly.
Wow.
Broke her nose and septum in 3 places.
That's tough.
All because the woman didn't use her turn
That's some
signal.
rage. That is rage.
30-year-old Jadana Simpson has been charged with aggravated battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or instrument. Court documents obtained by the East Idaho News describe how Simpson set up upon the other woman and threatened her with a tire iron, in addition to then assaulting her by slamming her head into the car. Deputies were called to the parking lot after witnesses reported hearing and seeing a fight. Both Simpson and the victim had apparently pulled in after a turn signal incident, which the victim said caused Simpson to slam on her brakes and keep the victim from passing her. The woman said Simpson claimed the victim almost hit her. While wielding the tire iron, she told the woman she would bleep up her car and bleep her up.
Whoa.
The victim
Here's
was-
what happens when you F a stranger.
That's right. here's John, there's something confusing here.
Yes, ma'am. Sir. Sorry. Yeah.
Whoa.
The victim, I mean, the attacker was the lead car, you're saying?
Well, it sounds like they both turned at the same time, and she cut in front of her and then slammed on her brakes.
But please tell me the one that got her nose broken was the one that didn't use the signal, right?
No. Yes, the one that got her nose broken was the one that did not use
I don't
it.
have a problem with this. I think
Oh,
this would
jeez.
solve. I think this would solve an issue. It's an easy way to solve an issue. Don't use your signal. Get the shit kicked out of you.
I had a different take on this because the next sentence here is witnesses were yelling and honking their horns at Simpson. Why didn't a witness run up and,
Well, they were too busy filming it. You got to get this stuff out on the internet.
Probably.
Yeah.
She did leave the scene after the accident, but she was later arrested. She's due in court for a preliminary hearing in a week and a half.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
Let's talk about our friend Mr. Money Talk. Josh Arnold is here for you, GLers. We've been working with Mr. Money Talk for years now, and he's navigated it all. Bull markets, bear markets, recessions, inflation, everything. There's nothing that Josh hasn't handled for doing this for so long. And that's the thing. You aren't good at your job if you've been doing it this long, and you need to start right now with that free 48-minute financial consultation at 952-925-5608. That's 952-925-5608. Mr. Money Talk has handled it all, and good financial decisions, well, they start with good information, and that's what a conversation with Josh Arnold can provide today. 952-925-5608. Contact Mr. Money Talk.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Chris Reavers is a paid endorsement.
And
Hey, Pat. Hey, Pat.
oh, for crying out loud. He was just there a second ago. Let me call him back. Hang tight. He dropped the line.
Hey,
What? Is he in a reclining position right now?
remember that? Remember those days when he'd be in the hotel about 4:30 or
Almost
4:40?
asleep.
Yeah, propping himself up and just waiting to go to the game tonight or whatever it is.
Like the ass said, he's just waiting for the call.
Yeah, yes.
Who's the minor leaguer in St. Paul who should be in the lineup tonight for the Twins?
Kalen Culpepper.
No.
Yeah, he just got called up.
He just got called up, yeah.
Hey, Pat.
Yes.
Who's the St. Paul Saint who should be in the lineup tonight for the Twins?
I wanted Walker Jenkins.
Walker Jenkins, that's it.
After he hit 2 home runs yesterday, but I'll settle for Culpepper, too. At least they got one of the young guys up here. They might be afraid to let Walker face those Milwaukee pitchers. They might want to start him next week when he doesn't have to face the Miz on Sunday. So I don't know what it is, but they did replace poor Tyler Gray, who really he ended up getting about 2 months worth of service, major league service time, which will help with the new baby he had at the end of his wife had at the end of spring training. But yeah, the Culpepper's the other. He's the number one draft choice from a year after Walker Jenkins, and he's hopefully a phenom. He went to college, though, right, guys? Didn't he? I think he was.
Staff? Anyone? Did Walker Jenkins go to college?
He's actually got his doctorate. Yep. So he's going to be a surgeon when he's done.
Culpepper Culpepper, I think they got out of college, and Jenkins they got out of high school. But I might be wrong. Culpepper might be high school too. But he's 1 year. He got drafted number 1 year later than Jenkins did.
Can you imagine that crowd in Milwaukee over the weekend? It's going to be a hard ticket to get.
Yes, it will. And on Sunday, they'll have 40 for sure. So
South Brunswick High School in North Carolina is where Walker Jenkins was when he was drafted out of high school.
Yes.
Okay.
And how about Culpepper?
I'm on that. Hang tight.
The Twins did pull out a nice victory last night, finally.
Boy, did they need that one.
Yes, they did.
They're down in the 8th inning. They haven't scored a run in a week, and they ended up getting 3 runs. And then the bullpen, which is, they've redone it completely, but even before they made all these trades, it'd been pretty good for a month. So, and this Gomez I don't think he's blowing a save yet.
I like him.
He likes to come in and walk a guy, though.
He might put a guy on base every time he pitches, but
but last night he picked him off. So
that was really fun.
Kalen Culpepper attended Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas.
That's right. That's why he's ahead of Walker.
Don't you wish you were in Milwaukee for this series?
I think so. You betcha.
Yeah.
I wish I was there last night. I would have had a nice big piece of meat from Mater's, and then went home and belched, and who got up and waddled around a little today and went to the ball game.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
It's a good waddling town.
Oh God, it is, because there's a lot of other waddlers around.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's a good
I wonder if they got a little extra room in the seats there. Like most of them, I think now are 18 inches. I wonder if they go for 20 there at County Stadium.
I just hope we have the roof open.
They don't open it too often, and I bet since we're getting rain here,
probably
heading in their direction, so we probably won't. They don't open it too much, but man, supposedly they made a better offer for Skubal in young talent, than the Dodgers did, but apparently the Tigers are so idiotic that they think they might make the playoffs, and they thought it would look bad if they were playing the Brewers, I don't know what the reason was, but it was stupid to say the least.
Gentlemen, we had this sent to us at least 10,000 times. Did you hear what happened in Philadelphia a couple of nights ago?
No.
The Phillies held one of those fan auctions. The Twins do it too. Bid on this, and you can help support the Phillies Community Fund or the Twins Community Fund. Well, they auctioned off a chance to call one inning of a Phillies game.
Yeah.
And the guy that came in to do the job sounded better than the actual Phillies guy. Have you guys seen this clip?
No.
It's spectacular.
Phillies on top 2-1, and we're pleased to welcome Reusse from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. He is our Phillies fantastic auction winner. He outbid the competition to spend an inning and do some play-by-play in the booth. And Reusse, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phil's in two at the bottom of the
This is a
second to
bit.
take the
Fake.
lead.
That old-time baseball.
As we start the top of the
Fake.
Here's the pitch. Booth blaring in. Wide. I'm sorry, inside, not wide. Inside
Wait a minute.
ball.
Go back to the Philly thing.
Yeah.
That was a bit.
It's not a bit.
He's got that voice. It
In
was
fact,
very, very
hi,
fake. That
everybody.
was all BS.
I think this
Ben
was
Scully.
Tuesday night. They were playing Washington at home to the point where all of these national people are saying, somebody hire this guy. He's fantastic.
Well, it was just a fake
Apparently,
voice.
he's a substitute teacher in the Philadelphia area, and he's just been a lifelong Phillies fan.
Yeah, but he doesn't talk like that.
He's 73 years old, too, so he's been around for the old guys, which is maybe why he sounded like that.
Well, do it again. I want to see if that's how he talks.
You don't trust it?
No.
Okay.
This is a
hang on.
bit. Pat, where do you stand?
Listen, I never had a chance to be a professional play-by-play guy for a game like you did, because
they yanked us
after one inning. But yeah, it's. I think he added a little
Okay, let's hear it again.
All right. A little
Lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phils with two in the bottom of the second to take the lead. As we start the top of the third now, Painter delivers. It's bounced foul towards the Phillies dugout.
Go ahead,
I thought he was only doing one inning.
Yeah, that was the same at bat that I played earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did he give any interesting tidbits between pitches? I always love those.
Well, the regular guy started. I don't know if there was
Did he tell him about when the interstate was built?
75.
Well, I like on Brockmire where he talked about his wife's orgies between pitches. Imagine my surprise.
Imagine my surprise.
Kenny, you know what Brockmire was? If it's really good 2 years, and then you just run out of steam, sucks.
Yep.
Don't come back for year 3.
Yep.
Just
nope.
2 years and let us all remember how great it was.
Yeah.
Instead of how horrible.
I just rewatched those first 2 years, and you're right. It was one of the best.
Lucy, put supper on the stove, my dear, because this ball game is over as Pedro delivers a slider into the dirt.
Right
Count
there.
evens 1-1.
1-1. Now, I have a question for Joe before we move on. That booth glaring in.
Yeah.
Did you write that like a week before you actually said that?
No,
When did you come up with that?
No, that was just I was spontaneous. I had that in my mind.
Lewis paid $22,000 to do that for the auction.
How much?
Really?
$22,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
It might parlay him into a career.
We did it for nothing, and they kicked us out.
You know, the beauty about Patrick had the most perfect description about the show Brockmire. You knew 90 seconds in, you were either in or you were out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw any of the shorts that he used to put on YouTube before this became a show, where he'd be in the stall. He'd be in a stall calling play-by-play on his movement. And it was some real funny stuff.
Just a pinch outside.
Yeah.
Sexual astronaut.
Pat, what?
I got some bad news for you.
All right.
As a pool owner, I got some bad news.
Oh, what happened?
As a pool owner today, you know the power goes out in this house about once in 3 days, right? So I didn't think much of it when I looked out, and the pool wasn't running. But the lights were on, so that wasn't that wasn't the power going off. Anyway, a new motor, probably about the third and fourth new motor. So $3,000 for the owner today.
Where are you right now?
I'm sitting in my den. I just got home about 2 minutes ago. I went over to listen to PJ's end of his first practice press conference, and then he delayed it for an hour, so I left.
Oh, okay.
So now I'll just have to make something up. So anyway,
anything we should be aware of at the Viking training camp?
What you should do is read Judd's training camp notes that he's for the Score North that are killing it, man. Because Judd watches every passes, and he basically reassesses the whole quarterback situation about every 4 minutes. So,
your voice is cutting out about every 10 seconds.
I don't know why. Why would that be?
I don't know.
I tell that. So anyway, Judd is. You know what? I was watching some of these though that have camp people, that have somebody at the, and every TV station has somebody out there giving us 10 minutes of nonsensical stuff to their football team. Nobody ever comes on and say, looks like we're going to stink at linebacker this year, or anything like that. Oh God, everybody's wonderful. Somebody's going to go 3 and 4, but you could never know it by by training camp reports. That's for sure.
Back to baseball. The Twins and Phillies are going to play at the Field of Dreams. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
America's pastime in that pastoral setting. It ain't on TV. You got to go to Netflix.
And I didn't. Our Saints played down there the day before. Did anybody else know that?
Yes. I did not know that.
No.
Yes.
Huh.
Are there games there all summer long?
No, they usually do. Well, I mean, yes, but not MLB. They only do one MLB game.
Well, how much of the country that watches baseball has Netflix? A good percentage, maybe? I don't know.
No idea.
I got news for you. This is what's coming to baseball programming.
Yes. What people have to get real invested, try to follow all this stuff.
Pat, we're going to let you go because you're just breaking up something fierce.
I don't know. That happened to me earlier today, too. So maybe now my phone has joined my phone and blowing out.
It just did it there, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye. We'll
All
see you
goodbye.
later. See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later.
82, I was 17, my old man was 55. If you do the math between the two of us, that's 72 years of life. An eternity, so it seemed to me. How could anything live that long? Now I say my folks were only 84 the year that they passed on. For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be. And my grandpa Roy, when he was a boy in 1904, he was taught by men who fought in the actual Civil War. And only 8 decades passed, and my high school class put the tassels on the other side. Started on our way full of naivete on the great American ride. The months and years slide past, each more quickly than the last. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see 100 years ain't what it used to be. Oh, Johnny! Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Heidt. Oh, yeah.
He did the guitar face.
Ibuprofen's under buy again in my online shopping cart. Every week I learn something else I should be doing for my heart. If I use the wrong pillow, I might have trouble getting out of bed. My hair grows in my ears and nose now more than on my head. As a kid, to me, ancient history was something like World War I. But I arrived close to that time than this year as I sing this song. And I'm starting to find I can wrap my mind around life is brief and dear. I can hardly believe my baby girl's turned 26 this year. For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see everybody 100 years ain't what it used to be.
Finally. Thank God today is Friday. TGTI Friday. the scramble.
Courtesy of our friends at Installed Building Solutions for that perfect polyurea garage floor, we have the GLer of the week. Michael Pitleski of Rockford, Minnesota, a proud council member since July of 2023. Mike gets the $50 gift box from Masters Maple. If you'd like to win, sign up to be an annual town council member, and you're automatically entered. So Michael Pitleski from Rockford, Minnesota. You get the syrup.
Why don't you hang on to that for next week?
No.
Well, yes.
Why?
I'm not going to be here.
Oh.
So put that with your ads. Right there where it says Joe's ads.
Oh, boy, that'll be tough to keep track of that.
I have all the faith in the world in you.
Only because they come to us all the way from South Africa, where the traveling linemen are lodged at Marloth Park in Mpumalanga. Was on this day.
Joe, today is Friday, August 7th.
Well, on this day in 1898, the 13th Minnesota Volunteers arrived at Paranaque, Luzon, the Philippines, to fight in the Spanish-American War and later to combat Filipino patriots led by Emilio Aguinaldo. Upon their return home a year later, the regiment's casualties numbered 44 killed and 74 wounded.
Ooh.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 1915, towed by the Ottumwa Belle, the last log raft passed Winona. The sawmills downstream soon ceased operations as the lumbering era drew to a close. Boy, I had a Reusse-like guess.
You're okay there, I hope.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 1942, Garrison Keillor was born in Anoka.
Huh.
So he's 70. No, he's
84. Right?
6 and 4 is
84.
4 2 is 6. 86.
Huh?
84.
84. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 2015.
How many emails are we going to get correcting that?
Right. Probably from Garrison as well.
If you carry the 3 and you don't
right.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 2015, after reaching the mandatory retirement age of 70, former Minnesota Viking Alan Page retired from the Minnesota Supreme Court, where he had served for 22 years.
That was 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
On this day in sports disappointment history.
Who'd we lose to on August 7th, Joe?
Well, in 2005, Shannon Stewart gave the ball to a fan when there were only 2 outs.
Whoops.
Fail.
Yep. Was he a twin?
Yep.
Yeah.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 2020, the Wild lost to the Canucks in the Bubble playoff series.
Oh, that's right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, remember they pushed the season back because of the COVID pandemic.
They were playing for the Cup in August?
No. It was just a playoff game.
Well, leading to what?
The season got pushed back, so did the NBA, so they played really late into the year.
I don't remember that.
I don't
think
either.
That's true.
I don't either.
Because remember, the pandemic hit in
Chris,
March.
just tell us anything. We'll believe anything.
And then,
well, on this day,
August 7th,
in 2022,
you know what? I blame Fauci.
Yeah.
Right.
The playoffs concluded September 28th, 2020.
So it was the playoffs leading to the Cup.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Who won the Cup that year? Don't tell me. I think it would be Tampa.
That's correct, yes.
The season ended just in time for the season to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
On this day,
August 7th.
In 2022, Rocco Baldelli went nuts after an overturned call. That's what it says.
That's it? Why would that make
That's it. I don't know. These are sports disappointment histories.
Yeah, that is a disappointment.
Yeah. Thank you so much, GLers.
Do us a favor and join the 21,000 subscribers on the Garage Logic YouTube channel where, you can watch the show every single day starting at noon. And you can also see full segments. There's video shorts. There's behind-the-scenes footage. Just search Garage Logic, that's 2 words, on YouTube, along with all of our social media channels. That includes Facebook, Instagram, and X. And you can also sign up for the Daily Logician. That is an email that comes right to your inbox each and every single day. And it also includes the most recent episode of the podcast. Find out more and sign up today online at garagelogic.com.